Good to see you all there.
Hi, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, for another exciting episode of You Must Be Joking.
Right?
There we go.
I'm dying over here. Don't mind me.
Okay, well, at least if you're dying here, we have plenty of witnesses saying I didn't do it.
The poison hams. Oh, wait, that's Natty Light. Never mind. It's good stuff.
And he opened it for himself. I didn't open it.
Yeah, I opened it.
Yeah.
Put the roofie in myself.
Anyway, today we are going to be discussing scams and frauds.
It's a scam.
Yeah, because it's getting rampant.
Well, I guess so, because access is easier now, because they just get on the internet, get a bunch of fake phone numbers and start doing their, just calling. And it's like some of these scammers that I deal with, because they come at me from WhatsApp and Hangouts.
Uh-huh.
So, like, they'll send a picture of a cute girl and be like, "Hi, I'm lonely. You want to send me some money and see more?" It's just like, no. And it's crazy. They're everywhere. They're on TikTok now too.
Oh,
and they're on LinkedIn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn too. I don't do a whole lot there.
Yeah, I don't do anything with that.
Yeah.
I have an account, but I don't do anything with it. So
Yeah, every once in a while I'll post something, usually about either this show or about the radio station.
okay.
Yeah, but other than that, I just don't bother, Yeah, they always say, oh, well, you see who's been looking at your profile,
Right.
And then when you look at it, there's like one person and it's been 90 days, and then...
Now that's a scam.
That's anything to get your traffic to it,
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the reason that I decided that this would be a good idea, is, and I'll play it for you guys, is the radio station actually got another call, and this is not the first time I've got the same one.
Yeah.
And it's always a recording. It's never an actual person, and they always want you to push that number at the end, which of course I never do. But here it is. Here's the actual voicemail.
Regarding your today's purchase on Amazon.com, you have been charged $499.99 on your Visa card. If you have made this purchase on Amazon account and recognize it, then simply hang up and your order will be delivered to you. However, if you have not made any such transaction and want to cancel, please press 1 and simply stay on the line to connect to our Amazon customer representative. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's the I think the third time I've actually got the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's always $499, and they want you to push a number so you can talk to somebody. Well, yeah, so that's somebody that can scam you out of, your account.
Oh, yeah.
Get your account information, your card number or whatever. Oh, okay, well, we'll make sure we'll refund that money. So, give us your card number so we can put that back in. Well, if I bought it, you already got the card information right there in front of you.
We just want to verify. What's your safety word?
Yeah. And there are so many scams like that, too. I've had them to where it was... the IRS was telling me that I was $10,000 in errors.
Right, and if you don't talk to us today, we're going to have a warrant sent out for you. I'm just like,
yeah,
what?
And I told them, okay, fine, I said, but you'll have to go to H&R Block because they did mine this year and they got that guarantee thing. So you deal with them and then we'll work at it. I said, I got their number. All you got to do is call them. And the last time they did that to me, I ended up telling the guy, okay, I'll tell you what, because he was really pushy and really rude and it pissed me off. So I said, I'll tell you what. I said, there's an IRS office right here in Tacoma. I said, and you said that you were in my local IRS, so that would be Tacoma. I said, so I'll tell you what, you set the time and I'll be there tomorrow and we will sit down and discuss this face to face. And so he gave me his name, supposedly, and
My name is Thomas.
and he said to be there at 9:30, so I was.
Uh-huh.
And when I got there, I asked the people at the desk, I said, this person said that they were going to be here, and I told them what it was all about. I said, I really don't believe that he works here, but, and they said, and they checked the directory, and sure enough, no name matched anywhere, I said, that's what I thought, because normally you guys don't call up, and if you do, it's somebody that can speak good English, because this guy had a real heavy Indian accent, and it's like, oh, my word. So, but I thought it would be interesting and informative for everybody to actually go over some of the most popular scams and frauds that are going on right now.
Well, it seems like a lot of the scams that I get solicited by are just the people pretending that they're hot girls that want you to send them money to see pictures of them.
Yeah,
but
well,
I've seen the scams where they either contact you through an email or they call you and they say that your antivirus, you've just re-upped it, and if you didn't mean to, let us know. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, I've had them also tell me that that my computer has been infected. They were supposed to be from like McAfee or somebody like that, and then my computer was infected, and that they needed to get in there and fix it, And it's
of
like,
course you do.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and I'll take it on down to the monkeys down there, that drive the black and white Beetles, and let them do it.
The Geek Squad.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know why I couldn't remember the
Not
name.
affiliated.
But I'll go. Yeah, well, they're closer than the Home Depot, or Office Depot. I mean, so. But it's just, I don't trust anybody anymore.
I can't. I just can't.
Yeah.
Not on the internet.
Yeah, it's like years ago, there was, I was getting bombed with all these emails from different Arab nations and different countries saying that they were all in bad health and dying, but they wanted to do something good.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I remember those.
Before they died, and so, I've got, $20 million, and I would like you to disperse it for me and take care of it for me. And it's like, okay.
Right.
And, and then they always wanted you to send them some money to get the package.
Yeah, it's been sent. We sent it through FedEx. Now you just need to pay for it. I'm like, why didn't you just pay for it right there?
Well, see, with me, they said that they sent it through, and it made it to customs, and I had to go to California, but I had to go ahead and send like $1,200 to California or whatever, and everything for the customs to release it to come up to me. And it's like, well, then in that case, go ahead and just keep it, because I ain't got $1,200 to send you,
We want to send you $2 million, but you got to pay $800 first.
Yeah.
Take it out of the $2 million, please. Oh, we can't do that. No, you can. I'm authorizing it. It's my money, right?
My dad was telling me that he actually got one. It was he had supposedly won a boat, a motorboat, and it was absolutely free, but he had to pay for shipping and handling, and that was $500
for a boat.
Yeah. Pretty good, right?
That's real good.
Okay, yeah.
For
it's
a boat.
A motorboat. It's got a motor.
Like a boat.
Yeah.
Not an inflatable dinghy.
Well, that's the kicker, because when he got it and everything, it was in a box. It was inflatable, and it had
rowboat.
Yeah, and it had one of those little battery-operated trolling motors that you get.
$500.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty funny too.
What about you with the truck buying?
Oh yeah. Well, I was thinking we'd get into that later, but when I was trying to buy my truck, I didn't want to spend a lot of money, so I went on Facebook Marketplace, and started looking at the trucks there, and when I was looking at those, man, they had some really nice looking trucks, and some of them were newer, but they were supposedly, they had to leave town, or they were being shipped overseas. Most of them said they were being shipped overseas, and this kind of stuff. So they needed to get rid of it quick, and all this kind of stuff. And the so they were selling them pretty cheap, and a lot of them were just $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and we're talking from like a $40,000, $50,000 truck, And it's like, okay, fine. So I go ahead and I call them up and, what's going on, or send them their email. I mean, so I'm sending them the email going, hey, is this still available? What's the deal? And then they give me the spiel, to make you, So anyway, but then they always wanted me to send them an eBay cash card or something like that, and well, it's going through eBay, and so it's got the eBay guarantee and all this kind of stuff. And so I called up the first time I did this. I called up eBay.
Yeah.
And I said, look, I keep looking at these things, and these guys keep saying that you got it, that I got to do this, I got to, that they can't do cash, we got to do it through a card, but it's got the eBay guarantee and all this kind of stuff. I said, is this even remotely true? And they said no.
Nope.
If it's not actually on eBay's site, then it's not covered by anything. So they're probably trying to scam you. I said, that's what I thought. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Right.
Now I did get my truck for $2,000 off of Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
But it was local here. The guy wasn't leaving town anytime soon.
Just wanted to sell a truck.
Yeah, and he had the title, and I was able, he had his ID, so I could actually match his ID to the name on the title, and, so there wasn't any issues there, but, yeah. Now, if you guys actually have an experience similar to this that fits into any kind of a fraud or a scam, like what we're talking about, go ahead. You can either, if you're on the Mixcloud thing, you can go ahead and chat with us through that, or anybody, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook or wherever, you can always call us. Just give us a call at 253-254-6664, and we'll go ahead and
We'll put you on air.
Yeah. Go ahead and just join the conversation.
We'll let you tell us about your fraudulent enterprise.
Yeah, and we will mention...
or your experience with one.
Yeah, and we will definitely repeat this phone number to where you can talk to us.
Yeah, 253-254-6664. Call us. Tell us about the fraud problem. We're on top of it.
Yeah. We'll be a victim.
I like the... I watch some YouTube videos where these like hackers use their powers for good, and they go to these call centers that are in India and whatnot. These guys that are scamming people out of their money, and they'll go and they'll mess with the call center's computers, and they'll expose all the people and stuff. And it's it's nice, and it probably shuts them down for a day or two, but.
Yeah, they don't stay shut down.
No, because I was listening to one guy, and one guy said, well, I've been running this call center for 5 years. And it's like, wow, really? 5 years you've been doing this?
Yeah.
And unstoppable, apparently.
Yeah, well, they're hard to track down, especially when they're using VPNs,
Well, actually, they're not that hard to track down, because I watched these guys that are actual hackers, or code writers, or whatever you want to call them. I know hacker is a slang and a disrespectful term, but
well, no, most of them wear that term with pride. Though.
Yeah. But I'm not one, so I can't say it. Whatever. But anyway, so these guys they get a call in, and they realize it's one of the people from a call center, and they have their computer, and then they have a dummy computer. Because the people at these call centers are like, okay, well, I need you to download this app so I can control your computer. And so on the dummy computer, he's like, here you go, have it. And from that, he gets control of their computer. Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, as soon as you told me what they were getting ready to do and everything, then I had an idea. Anyway, so let's go through some of these, okay?
Okay.
Let me put it up on the screen so everybody can read it. Okay.
Top 10 scams.
Yep. Top 10 scams. It's a list of scams for 2022. So these are current.
All right.
Okay. Debt collection. Most of the complaints under this category involve debt collectors. Gee.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Consumers tell of receiving calls from harassing collectors who are threatening and will repeatedly call attempting to collect a debt. Other complaints that fall under this category involve credit card fees, payday loans, credit repair companies, and unauthorized use of credit debit cards. Some of these complaints involve hidden fees and billing disputes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that could actually be most credit card companies.
Right. So I had a collection guy call me a few times because I was having some trouble paying my student loans. I just didn't. So he calls me a few times and then he stopped calling. And then years later, someone gives me a call. Hey, student loans, blah blah blah. Do you know how much you owe? And I was like, shouldn't you know how much I owe? And they're like, well, we just need you to start making payments. I said, listen, you bought my debt from somebody, so you paid off my loans. Thank you. Have a great day. Such a nice philanthropist.
Yeah, there was a guy not too long ago, well, a company, I should say, out of Vegas.
Okay.
Debt collector. When I used to have a business for real estate investing.
Okay.
Right, and so I was just starting to really get going into it and everything, and I injured my hands, and so I ended up having surgery on my right hand, and they, it's all messed up for several months.
Right.
And that my job disappeared on me while I was gone.
Of course it did.
It was more than 90 days, so and they didn't even tell me. It was after I got released to go back to work. I go ahead and I can call up and I leave a voicemail going,
"Hey, I'm ready to come in."
Hey, they said they finally released me. I can come back to work. No reply.
Nice.
Not even a reply ever.
Just an Irish goodbye.
Yeah, and then I got denied for unemployment.
Oh, great.
So anyway, and then the COVID thing hit right after I did get a job. So it was like, okay, so I got behind on credit cards, and these guys here, they ended up adding, I can't remember how many thousands of dollars on for interest and fees and this kind of crap.
Mm-hmm.
And they started a lawsuit. So, but they said that I had agreed to make payments and I didn't do it, and I'm going, so I went ahead and I went down to the courthouse. I did my reply, it was all in writing and through the mail.
So like there was actual litigation going
on.
on.
Yeah, I had to go down here to Tacoma. They gave me 20 days to reply, and I had to reply to them in Vegas in a certified letter, which I got the receipt to, saying they got it. But I had to go down here and file it, right? So I get down there and everything, and then the deal, I said, well, first of all, this is what happened and why I got behind. Second of all, I told them several times, they called me up probably 4 times, and then I told them I was going to go bankrupt.
Yeah.
I said, so they said okay, and they quit calling me. Then they sold the debt to another person.
Right.
These guys went ahead and started calling me, and I told them. I said, and then I called them back, and I said, don't sell it anymore because, you guys keep putting everything back. Because every time I have to add another name, I got to pay extra to the lawyer. So quit doing that, Because when we start this thing, I don't want to have to keep shelling out more and more and more. So they probably did that 5 or 6 times where somebody else would call up and say, hey, you owe this, Yeah, well, so what? Here's the lawyer's number, and and this kind of stuff. So I said, so in my opinion, since you guys and since you people are doing such a dishonest job, and you've perjured yourself by saying that you have contacted me and I agreed to something that I didn't. I said, I do believe that with everything that's been going on with the injuries and with the COVID and the unemployment problem and everything else, I said, at this point, I do believe that you should totally drop the debt. It should be completely taken off the books, or at the very least, it should come down a long way, and here's my lawyer's number again. And so I left it at that. Well, that was like 2 months ago. I haven't heard back.
Probably won't for a while. And then someone will
just
call.
Yeah, it just pisses me off. Now, Capital One, or not Capital One, but Discover.
Okay.
I had 2 cards with them. and I let them know what all was going on, and with this COVID thing coming up, they actually forgave the debts. I
Right.
didn't have to threaten them or anything. They just sent me a letter saying, hey, because of the COVID thing, there's this program, and we're just letting the
Just
debts.
don't go spending anymore now.
Yeah. So
We've alleviated your pain. Now just hang on.
yeah, so I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Yeah.
So,
So anyway,
but yeah, when someone calls me saying they bought my debt from someone, I say, "Oh, you're such a nice philanthropist."
okay, fake government officials.
All right. So we're talking about Biden and Trump and McConnell and Schumer and
Watch your language. We talked about this. At least you didn't get to the P word.
right.
Yeah.
I didn't say it.
Anyhow, fake government officials. Now, I've had this happen.
I haven't had that one.
Yeah, I've had the IRS and I've had the FBI coming at me.
The one time I had a IRS call, like you said, it was, you could tell they were obviously foreign, and they said, if you don't pay this debt, you're going to be arrested. And I was like, yeah, okay. Waiting for the police.
Yeah. But I actually face them down. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, I started having fun with them too for a while. So,
But anyhow, if you received an email, a letter, or a phone call from a government agency, typically the IRS or FBI, which I got both of them, and it instructs you to wire Western Union or MoneyGram money someplace, or follow a link and enter information, don't believe it. The U.S. government would never instruct anyone to use those methods to pay any bill or carry out a financial transaction, particularly with an overseas bank or agency. That makes sense. But so far, and I'm not saying, I have a really good friend named Rajesh, okay?
Uh-huh.
And he's an awesome guy. I love this guy. He's got a wonderful wife. He's got daughters that are just, well, last time I saw them, they were itty bitty but cuter than hell. So I'm not trying to be.
don't say it.
I don't want to pick on somebody because of their race or their nationality. Let me put it that way.
There you go.
Yeah, because only the human race exists.
Well, no, there's animal races.
Well, yeah, that's not really a race though, unless you're talking about rabbits,
Well,
greyhounds,
cheetahs, and deer.
yeah, well, cheetahs, yeah, okay. And the deer, that's a race over the fences.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Every time I think about that, it reminds me of that song that Buck Owens. Oh, I think it was Buck Owens did. Yeah. He did this song. I'm too old to cut the mustard anymore.
That's older than me, sir. I'm sorry.
He says, I used to jump a fence just like a deer, but now I need new landing gear. He used to fight the girls off with a stick, and now they say, he makes me sick. Anyway.
Very nice.
Back on
track.
target. Yeah. So, anyhow, I forgot what I was saying now.
The IRS was in the FBI, and you got a friend, Raji.
Oh, yeah. The point that I was going to make was that, not to pick on any nationality, okay, but it seems like the majority of the people that are running these scams that I end up having to talk to on the phone have a very strong
Indian accent.
East accent.
Yeah, well, that's like I said, the guy that shuts down these call centers, or at least tries to all the time.
Uh-huh.
They're all in what was it, Delhi and Bangladesh and stuff like that, and little suburbs of India. They're all of them. He's like, yeah, I haven't found one in the U.S. ever, and I'm just like, really?
Yeah.
You would think they'd be here because there's room.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just I can't believe it.
I think that the internet has definitely increased the availability of opportunities for them to contact more people more rapidly.
Yeah,
because
what I would like to do is hire some of them.
For the two of us, when we're on the phone with them for 10 minutes, there's 15 more people in those call centers calling or emailing, and
yeah,
they have scripts and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, there was a comedian that I was listening to the other day that was talking about that too. Oh, yeah. He was saying that it wasn't a scam. It was an insurance company because somehow or another the insurance company had sent a letter of condolences to his wife that he had died.
All right.
You know, and now he didn't even know he was sick.
Right.
Right. But
Oh my God.
yeah.
Oh my God.
And so his wife calls up the call center and everything and says, you know, I just wanted to let you know that my husband is not dead. And they go, I'm sorry to hear that. And it starts going on. When she told him, they're sorry. How sorry are you? She says, I'm crying.
Apparently in the UK, they have this thing where they'll just call people and be like, we're calling about the accident you were just in, like they were in a car wreck.
Uh-huh.
And it's amazing that they can just call. We're calling about the accident you were in. Oh, I wasn't one. Calling about the accident. Oh, what are you going to do for me? Oh, we got one. You know, it's like, what are they doing beyond that point? I don't understand. How can, what are they pretending like they're the other guy's attorney and they need them to pay? I want to know more about that.
They probably are trying to get a retainer fee to represent them for the accident.
And or they're pretending like they're representing the other party.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I don't know. But, you know, they got such great minds doing this stuff to come up with this kind of a scam.
I know. It's like earlier when I said the hacker was using his powers for good. Why can't these guys?
Yeah, if they actually put their mind to work doing something worthwhile instead of screwing people over, could you imagine how much that they could help everybody, including themselves?
Look at how in concert they are, and in that call center they are. They could be running a space shuttle for NASA.
Yeah.
These guys they're obviously, some of them are smart enough because they have to write the script, they have to program the computers, and they have to get everything running.
Yeah.
The plebs like me, not smart enough to do anything except make the call. You know, hey, that's fine. But the guys that are at the top obviously have something going on upstairs because they can put it together and they can keep it going even though they get shut down.
Yeah.
So there's use your power for good.
Yeah, now feel free to go ahead and jump in on the conversation. 253-254-6664. It's an easy number to remember.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. So, anyway, let's hear the next one. Identity theft and phishing and
phishing.
farming.
Farming?
Yeah, both with PH.
Right.
Let's see.
I know what the phishing is. The phishing is the one I told you about, where they get you on WhatsApp with the picture.
Yeah.
And you want to talk on the phone? $10. You know? No, thanks.
You know, I get a lot of those from WhatsApp.
Yeah. That's why I don't WhatsApp anymore.
But they don't do that. They just try and strike up a conversation. I tell them I'm married. They don't care, you know, and this kind of stuff. One of them had a picture of her and a baby, or I think it was her, you know.
Well, no, it's some dude. 9 times out of 10, that is a dude.
Well, it could be.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but you know, some of
makes me wonder, should I just take all these pictures I've gotten from these people and start my own? Can I scam a scammer?
But you know, I my wife every once in a while I'll leave my phone out, you know, and so she'll sit there and everything, and she'll you know get into it. Yeah. And so you know, she was going through some of my text messages and stuff the other day, and oh, you think that's something? I opened up WhatsApp and showed that to her because these are all Asian women, you know.
Yeah, I let my SL look at my phone, and that's what gave me the idea to maybe try and scam these scammers. She's like, these people are nuts. You should fuck with them. I'm like, you're right.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I like screwing with people too, but anyway, scammers gain access to your confidential information like social security numbers, date of birth, and then use it to apply for credit cards, loans, and financial accounts.
Yep.
Typically, the victim receives an email that appears to be from a credible real bank or credit card company with links to a website and a request to update account information. But the website and emails are fake, made to look like the real website.
Yeah.
Now, I get a ton of those.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just ignore 'em.
Yeah, but one of the things that I've noticed is the majority of them, because of the spam filters on your emails and stuff, the majority of them, they will use some kind of weird fonts. They'll mix fonts.
Yeah.
You know? And so, because I'm sorry, but Chase Bank or Bank of America or whoever is not going to do that. You know, I mean, but they got, you know, different colored letters and this kind of stuff all going across through there and everything, you know. And yeah, click on this link. Hell no.
Yeah, this is from a bank, all right.
Yeah, the bank of Mr. Jones.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know what the farming was, but like I said, I know what the fishing one is. Does it say? Does it specify what farming is?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Just categorized them all.
Yeah, it just it has identity theft, which we know, and phishing, which we know, which is that's where they put that little link in there, you know. But the farming, I don't know. I assume that it's something fairly close. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Phone scams.
Oh, yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah, big time. False promises of business or personal loans, even if credit is bad, for a fee up front. Or a scam that promises to repair your credit for a fee. Yeah, I've gotten so many of those. Oh, man.
I get tons of those, too.
Yeah.
What they don't know is I don't give a shit about my credit.
Well, I care about my credit, you know.
Well, yeah, but that's
but
you.
not that much.
No,
you
yeah,
know.
but see, you have things. I don't own anything. There's nothing in my name.
There is too.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
There is.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
If I asked that lady across the alley who she belonged to,
She wouldn't know what you're talking about. She don't belong to nobody, sir.
yeah.
She is an independent woman.
Well, I believe that. Yeah. But she has your fingerprints all over the place.
Probably.
So, you know, and I'm sure that she would actually say that, you know, you were her property.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
yeah. So,
Guaranteed.
yeah. So, anyway, let's see here. Phone scams. This includes telemarketers violating the, oh God, I hate these guys, that violate the do not call list.
I don't understand the do not call list, especially in today's times, because the number shows up on your phone, and it's either a phone number, or it says private number, or it says scam call. If it doesn't say someone's name, unless you're actually some kind of business and you're expecting any call from anywhere, don't answer it.
Well, yeah, but see, there are numbers that I have to take calls from, like, you know, from my...
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to.
Yeah.
I don't have to. So when a private number, yeah, right. Anyone I know
No,
would be
if it says private number, then I figure if they're so ashamed they don't want me to see their
Exactly.
number, then I ain't, you know, I'm ashamed to talk to them.
Scam likely?
Yeah.
Nope.
Scam likely, I never
Just a
answer.
phone number? Nope.
If it's just a phone number, I will answer it. Sometimes I'm happy I did, sometimes I'm not. But, you know, but the do not call registry, you know, I mean, I'm on that. My wife is on it. My daughter's on it. My radio station. This phone is on it.
You're like, don't call this number. And then the people who own that list now, because everyone just gives them their numbers, goes, I'll sell this to these people.
No, actually, it's a government deal, okay, but there's not really any way to enforce it. And that's the biggest problem, okay. And then they turn around and people get the number. It's easy because, you know, I mean, your number is everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If they see you on Facebook, they've got your email, your phone number.
Yeah. So,
and, you know.
but the do not call registry, you know, I mean, it actually makes it illegal for them to actually call you up to solicit anything without prior permission.
Illegal.
Okay. And robocalls are illegal. Just flat out, period. Okay. They're not allowed to do that, but they do it anyway. So you can go to the registry and you can give them all the information, you know, and then they will go ahead and get into it and they'll check it out. The problem is that a lot of those phone numbers that you see that are there are not really the numbers they're calling from. They're ghost numbers.
Well, yeah.
Because I've received a call from my own number.
I can get 15 phone numbers right now. One for every email address I have.
Yeah.
Just go to Google. They'll give you a phone number.
Yeah, but they're ghosting other people's numbers.
Yeah.
You know, I've had people call me up and say, "Why are you texting me?" I'm going, "I didn't text you. Who is this? You know, what's your number?" And I'll look, and there's no text, no call, no nothing from my phone. You know, and they'll say, "Well, it came from here." I'm going, "Well, believe it or not, a while back I got a phone call from my own phone number. You know, but no, it's not me." You know, oh God, that just makes me so mad. You know,
Yeah, I watched. A friend of mine was driving, got a call, accidentally answered it because he was using his phone. Hung up as soon as he heard it was, just some kind of whatever. He's like, oh, and then his phone lit up, and then died. And he was like, oh, and he pulled over real quick. They had taken his phone. They as soon as he answered, I guess they mirrored his phone, took everything, took all his Bitcoin, all his Ethereum, everything. It's like, wow. So you can do anything.
Yeah.
If you got
normally you have to hit a link, but
information.
yeah, anything. I get all kinds of crap that they send you a link to hit, and I never click on any of that stuff, and I always delete those so they're just completely gone.
All right.
And
block, report.
Yeah. Let's see here. And again, you can join the conversation. I told you I'd be repeating this over and over again. 253-254-6664. Very easy number.
We're lonely calls.
That's one reason why I'm using this number, is because it's such an easy one. Even I can remember it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. The other phone number, I actually have to keep looking. I cannot memorize this number. I do not know why.
We don't memorize numbers anymore.
Yeah, it's 253-391-8733, but I can't get it.
It doesn't have a good rhythm to it.
Yeah, that's all. Anyway, but that's the business phone. This is the request phone.
Right. 253-254-6664. Call us.
Yeah, it's easy if he can say it.
Exactly. I remember. I only heard it 3 times. So what other scams we got? I see some more up there.
Yeah, loan scams and credit fixers.
Uh-huh.
Okay, false promises of business or... Oh, wait, we already did that one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Fake prizes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get your copy here up there towards the top. There we go. Okay. You receive an email claiming you won a prize.
Yep.
Lottery or gift. And you only have to pay a small fee to claim it or cover handling costs.
Hey, how many
my
times,
dad's boat.
How many times have you won money from Facebook? Because I remember like 3 or 4 different times I'd get a email. I'm from Facebook. You've won this much money. We're going to send it to you. And then that's how they did we've put it at the FedEx office. Now you just have to pay for the thing. I'm just like, what? No.
No, I haven't gotten those, but I have gotten the deals to where they say that you've won some money, and this wasn't on Facebook, but through an email saying that you won money from some weird thing
anywhere,
in some sweepstakes and everything that I didn't know I entered,
right?
And that all I have to do is pay like $200, and then they get all this, and it's like, no, if I got to pay you, I ain't going.
I didn't win if I have to pay.
Yeah, that's it. However, on the flip side, a good while back, I did receive a letter in the mail telling me that I won a trip to Hawaii. Okay, and all I had to do was call this number. And so I went ahead and I called the number. I figured, okay, this is going to be a good one. So I go ahead and I call the number, and she asked me my name, and I tell her, and she says, okay, well, what's the number off the letter? So I gave her the number, and she says, oh yeah, you got 5 days and 4 nights at Honolulu to stay at the Rainbow or Hawaiian Hilton.
Okay.
I said, oh, okay. And then she says, and then we give you a rental car, and we round trip airfare. And I said, okay, and now how much is this going to cost me? She says, no, nothing. And I said, well, how did I win it?
Mm-hmm.
And she says, well, it was a collaboration between Safeway and General Mills. They had a sweepstakes. And she says, and evidently you bought some of their product, and that entered you. And, I said, really? And she says, yeah. And I said, so I don't have to pay for anything. She says, well, when you get to Hawaii, then whatever you'll have to buy your own meals, your own drinks, or whatever you do for fun or this kind of thing. She says, but we cover the airfare round trip for 4 people, and we cover the room and
The car.
and the car. And I said, okay, fine. So that was cool. So I ended up taking my son and my mom and my dad, and we went to Hawaii.
Nice.
Spent a week in Hawaii. So.
Don't get hope though; they're all scams.
But that one there, that was just weird. But,
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've ever won.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say that. I won my wife.
It was a fight to the death.
She lost, but I won. Let's hear. Let's hear. And these include scams which can go under the name of genuine lotteries, like the UK National Lottery, the El Gordo Spanish Lottery. Unsolicited email or telephone calls tell people they are being entered or have already been entered into a prize draw. And man, I get a lot of those. Later, they receive a call congratulating them on winning a substantial prize in a national lottery, but before they can claim their prize, they're told they must send money to pay for administration fees and taxes. And my God, I've gotten tons of those. The prize, of course, does not exist. No genuine lottery asks for money to pay fees or notifies its winners via email.
No, the winners of the lottery notify them.
Yeah. I won. And it's usually the ex-wives that notify them.
My man won, and he's got 8 kids. Get him.
He doesn't know it.
Yeah.
None of them look like him, but... Bad Gary. Bad Gary.
We're talking about promiscuity.
I'm talking about most of the women I dated in the past.
Shh.
Okay, let's hear. Internet merchandise scams. Okay. You purchase something online, but it is either never delivered, which I've had that happen.
Yeah.
Or it is not what they claimed it was, which also happened to me.
Happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. Or is defective. Online shopping and other shop from home, such as catalog, mail, and phone shopping scams are on the rise, big time. But no, there was this deal that I bought just as the pandemic started going.
Yeah.
And it was these power cells. They you plug them in, they lasted for a good long while. They had video of them working and this kind of stuff. They lit up, the whole 9 yards. And you just set your cell phone on them, and they had USB plugs in there, and this kind of stuff. And they were solar powered, so you plug them into a wall, but you could also set them out and let the sun do, And they actually had good reviews, right? So I bought 2 of them.
Okay.
Okay. It was like $75 for the 2 of them, and it was on special. And I got 3 emails. The first one was, thanks for buying this, and your order is being processed. The next one says your order is on your way. So 4 emails.
Okay.
The next one says your order is on its way. I said, cool. And then the next one was a long time. I ended up waiting and sent an email. And it said that the due to the pandemic, the order had been delayed in a container in California. So it would be a while, but there was another container that was not expected to be delayed on its way already. And then I tried again about a month later, and no answer. The website was gone.
Nice. We're out of here. We got our money.
Yeah, and then there was another one, and I posted this on Facebook too. They had these supposedly little mechanical dogs that looked really cool.
Okay.
They were puppies and this kind of stuff, and they were little robot dogs, right? And so I went ahead and I bought one, for my daughter, because she wanted a dog, and her mom would not agree to getting a dog.
Okay.
Okay. So I got her this, this little robot dog. Yeah. Anyway, we waited, and I got my email saying, it was on its way and everything, and it actually got here. Yeah, I was impressed.
Nice.
I got the package. I saw what it was saying on the outside, and I was going, that's cool, but damn, it's light. Seriously, it was really light. So I open it up and everything, and here's this plastic dog with hair that had no moving parts.
It's all in your imagination.
Yeah, so instead of getting this robot that I was supposed to get, I got a $2 dog that you could get, at like a carnival or something. It's not even stuffed. It's
Right.
just hard plastic with a little fuzz around it. But I posted a picture of that, said this is what you get from this, and that ad kept running and running and running, and Facebook would not take it down.
Yep, Facebook.
And we had so many people on that post that I had, because I showed them, what it was where they had the video and the ad running and everything, and I said, and this is what I got, and I should, got a pic. I did a video of me, opening the thing, and and this is it, and man, I got a lot of pictures and videos, people posting that, just kept it going forever, and Facebook never took it down.
Well, of course not.
As far as I know, it's still up running somewhere.
Yeah, I saw, 2 or 3 years ago, I was still on Facebook, and there was an ad for drum kits for $100, and the Ludwigs and all that, and I'm like, there's no way it's $100 unless it's
Stolen.
Well, not stolen, but manufactured out of country, not real name brand, but fake, like a Gucci purse, but it's not Gucci kind of thing.
Right.
So I was like, well, $100. What's one more drum kit? So I did the $100 through PayPal. Immediately, I got an email that said your order has been delivered. And I was like, what? Because I was expecting either a garbage kit, just trash, or just a little toy.
Yeah.
But my order's already delivered? No. So I just went to PayPal and said, hey, man, this happened. These guys are this. And so PayPal tried to contact them. They never contacted them. I got my money back.
Yeah.
But that ad still ran on Facebook forever.
Yeah.
Just like Facebook, but you can't say that COVID's just
It's just a flu, because they'll kick you off Facebook.
Yeah, you end up in.
and it's not just a flu. Fucking calm down. I know you're offended now.
Yeah, it's funny how that kind of works too, because no matter Facebook seems to have this thing to where you can say anything you want as long as it's something they want to hear.
Right.
Or something that they agree with.
Yeah.
But if it's in any way something that is against what Facebook says or wants, then no, it's misinformation, no matter how much proof you got. No matter how much data you have backing you up, they will not listen to it.
No.
And they will not admit it, and then they'll shut you down. You go to Facebook jail.
Yep.
Yeah. I've never gone to Facebook jail.
I went once.
But they have. Here's a good example of. You know the steering wheels in the modern cars. You know how they have the little bumps there, so you can feel it where you're at on the steering wheel. Without looking, you just you know where your hands are. That's where your hands are supposed to be. Yeah. Anyway. They got the little bumps there. Well, it was a joke video or photo that was going around, saying, that, the new steering wheels and everything, they actually have Braille for the blind drivers. Okay, you got the joke, right? They actually they blocked my post, and they sent me a letter saying that I had to be careful because I was sending misinformation, And they gave me this long email, telling me, that it was misinformation, that, the fact checkers had checked and this is not real, And so they said, if you want to refute our decision, so of course I answered their refutation, and I said, it's a freaking joke. Nobody's going to believe that is for a blind driver. The whole thing is a joke. And they still wouldn't just take that off to where you could actually see it. They put a safety link on there to where it was,
It's blacked out and you had to click. Are you sure you want to look at this?
Yeah, and with a disclaimer down
We're
there saying
trying
it was
to protect
misinformation.
your fragile ego and mind.
Yeah, it is terrible. You know. Anyway, yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Next, number 8. Yeah, you can see that. Okay. Automobile-related complaints.
Yeah. See, now that's the like the one in the UK that's going around where they call you because they want to see if you've been in an accident, or what's the really fun one people do because they're calling about your extended auto insurance.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's got that, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was on this deserted island. The only thing that kept me from going crazy was my call, you know, my daily calls about my extended warranty. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they could do that except for, like you said, when you were trying to buy a car, they were misrepresenting what they had, if they even had anything for sale, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, a lot of it, you know, they didn't. And there was a car lot down here off of South Tacoma Way.
Mm-hmm.
One of the junky ones, you know. They had a picture of a real nice truck, you know, and it was at a reasonable price. It was only like $3,000, you know. But you know, it was an older one, but it had nice paint. The inside was nice. The interior was good, you know, the whole 9 yards. And I would have got it, you know. But when I got there, you know, I called them up and I said, okay, well, you know, it's still there,
Truck's
right?
there, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, come on in.
Yeah. So I went ahead and I went on down there and everything, you know, and went to looking, and that truck was nowhere to be found. So I went into their office and everything and said, well, hey, you know, I just talked to you guys and you guys said that this was here. Oh, well, that was just, that one there was just sold. They drove it away just a little bit ago and everything, but we do have this one, and it was a piece of crap. You know, the paint was peeling and faded. You know, the interior was all screwed up. The dash, part of the dash was missing. You know, and they wanted the same amount as the other one. You know, it was like, yeah, I think not. So, but let's see here: automobile-related complaints, car loans, car buying, car sales, auto repair. Fake or useless extended warranties. We were just talking. Let's see here. Some of the complaints alleged consumers paid for repairs and that services provided were shoddy. Now, that could be any mechanic shop, you know, with a few exceptions.
Yeah.
You know.
But see, that's just them trying cold calling. They were calling about the what?
Mm-hmm.
They were calling about. Oh, really? You know, someone's gonna be like, what?
Well, I remember even back in the 70s and 80s, you know, I mean, they even did a deal on 60 Minutes, I think it was. It was one of those kind of shows, you know, and it was something I had already experienced also, you know, where, you know, you're driving on a trip and everything, you know, and this is back when you actually had service stations.
Right.
You know, pull into a service station, you know, and
Four
you're going to...
guys, hey.
Yeah, the guy comes
need
on
oil,
out.
hair? What's
and-
up?
Yeah, the guy comes on out, and you know, what do you need? You know, we'll fill it up with regular. You know, so they go ahead, you know, and they start pumping your gas. Pop the hood. So you pop the hood, and my car, they didn't have to tell me because you could just do it from outside, you know. And so they go ahead and they pop the hood, and they'd check the oil, and you know, they'd check the water, and then you know, they'd clean the windshield, and then they'd tell you that your fan belt was about to break. And show you, and sure enough, you know, I mean, there's a nice little slit right there where they just cut it because they're wearing a ring that has a razor blade on it.
Got about 10 more miles on that belt.
Yeah,
We got one over here.
Yep. Yeah. So, yeah, but it's even worse now.
Oh yeah.
Let's hear credit bureaus and related credit scams. What a surprise!
Tons of those.
Yeah. Let's hear credit and debit card fees, payday loans. That right there is a scam.
Yeah.
Let's hear. But they tell you up front it's 375% interest.
And people still do it.
Yep.
Man, it's gotta suck to be that desperate.
Credit repair companies and unauthorized use of credit debit cards. Some of these complaints involved hidden fees and billing disputes as well. And I won't name them, but there was a couple of banks that actually had that deal where they, you know, tacked on extra fees.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah. The last thing I want to do and everything is say anything about Key Bank.
We're not here to talk about that poopy bank with that red flowery looking thing, key of some sort.
What do you know? You knew them, huh? Okay, let's see here. Emails that pretend to be from a company, organization, or government agency, but ask you to enter or confirm your personal information. Now,
If it's from the government, don't they already have that?
well, if you owe them money, they had your information to call you. They got it right there on the screen in front of you. It's got your address, your phone number, your name, your mother's weight, how many times you do it in the closet, with your wife, whatever, So, yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah, they know everything.
But that is the top 10.
Just 10. Just 10
Just the top 10
of
scams.
this year.
Yes.
And it's only March.
April.
It's April.
Yep. So, yeah, it's amazing that much.
Well, I mean, we're in the age of information. Imagine what it's going to be like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when they can just do this and it calls 5,000 people.
Yeah. It's just amazing to me.
Emails 10 million people. Beep.
Okay, now I'm not going to go through in detail on these ones here, but I do want to read the headlines on them. Okay, it says, and here are the next most common scams: fake check payments, recovery or refund companies,
Yeah.
computer performance scams. I've
Yep,
gotten those. Yeah. Scholarship, student loan, and financial aid scams. Online dating scams. You were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Facebook fake friend scam. Tons and tons of those.
Well, it's fake books, so they're all fake friends.
Not all of them. I still have actually a lot of my old high school buddies on there. Yeah. Let's see here. Clickbait scam. What, clickbait?
Yeah, when it's a catchy headline, but it's not a real reputable source, and you accidentally click on it, and it takes you to a adult website.
Oh, well, here you go. This one takes many forms, but many people may recall seeing those using Robin Williams' death or the Malaysian airline plane that went missing.
Uh-oh, what's that?
Let's see here. Went missing. Click here for video.
Right.
Other clickbait schemes are use celebrity images, fake news, and other sensational stories to get you to unknowingly download malware. Okay. Let's hear. And then let's see here. Fake bills and invoices. Oh yeah. Tech support scam. God, we've had so many of those. Yeah. Your computer has been infected, so we need access so we can clear it all out, so you don't lose all your information and they don't get your information. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're the one that wants my information.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why you're here, Ming.
Medical alert scam. Yeah, is that
I'm getting old enough for one of those.
I'm dying, Elizabeth. I'm coming to get you. Let's here. eBay auction reseller scam. That is the list, and
Go find them. Beware of them. Don't fall for scams.
yeah. But there is a guy on Facebook. I'll get back to this one real quick before we call it a show. There is a guy on Facebook. He's got his picture up, and he uses many different names.
Yeah.
And he's always, I like your post. You win. Go see my.
Click here, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, go see my profile, and this kind of crap. And I keep reporting it as a scam. I keep blocking, and I delete it. And next thing you know, he's got a different name, and he's doing it again. Over and over and over.
Yep.
And if I ever see that face on the street, I'd swear to God I'm going to just knock him.
Yeah, but see,
flat on
here's
his
the thing,
tail.
though. That's probably not even that guy. And so
I don't
that
care.
Guy,
I hate
that
him.
That guy is innocent. And you're going to, well, I mean, we don't know he's innocent, but, he's not related to what's happening to you, and you're going to punch him in the face for it. So, poor guy. But see, all these women who have been robbed of their personal private photos that these other people are sending to you, trying to get you to send them money to get more pictures.
Well, I have to admit, the photos that they send me or that I keep getting, they are actually well done. They are in good taste. Okay, they're not nudes,
Hey, man.
So,
To each their own.
Yeah. Probably if I showed interest and quit telling them I was married, I might get some nudes. But, I don't know.
Yeah, but see, then, but it's not the person sending them. It's not the
Probably
person
not
sending them.
Yeah. But
I gotta go feed my dog.
okay. Well, thank you all for watching
Thank you.
this week's episode of
You must be joking.
Right. Anyway,
Stay
we
away from the
appreciate it.
scams.
Yeah, please. And let us know what you think. Okay,
Yeah.
you guys can go ahead and email us at Gary or Veg, and I will put this all on the video.
All right.
Gary or Veg at rubberchickenradio.com. If you have any suggestions of something you would like us to discuss, go ahead and put that in. It's suggestions at rubberchickenradio.com.
Yeah.
All right.
We're here for you.
Yeah, and you can call and leave a message or send a text message to 253-254-6664, and unless we're actually in the process of doing a show or I'm broadcasting on the radio, then I
He'll
won't
talk to
answer.
you. He's not afraid to talk to you.
Yeah, but I won't answer if we're not actually live broadcasting.
Right.
But if we are and everything, if we're not, then you can go ahead and still leave a message or text or whatever, and I'll get back to you, and we will talk about
Send us messages.
what you. Yeah,
We'll talk. We ain't afraid.
and it'll
Can't
be
scare
on
us
the air.
from behind your computer screen.
Well, you could. But
Ooh, maybe.
yeah, you could
All
try.
right, on that note.
Yeah. Thanks again, everybody.
Have a wonderful night.
Goodbye.